Well, hello and welcome to 2023. Thank you so much for joining me. We are back, and what we're going to be doing this year with our YouTube channel is, if you want to, we're going to get away from specific ideas that we're looking at to trade and more on education as a full focus, right? So not things that we're looking for in the market, but an actual learning of strategies, right? So I want to be able to break down things like the butterfly strategy, things like vertical spreads. How do you know which option to buy? How do you do that in the most conservative way? What's the best way of looking at markets? How do we know whether the markets are likely to move up or down? What are the market internals we look at? Those types of things to really start to show you guys how to make money in the markets through understanding the incredible wide variety and versatility of option strategies that are available to you to make money in any market. Moving up, down, low volatility, high volatility, doesn't matter. With options, we can make money in any of those environments. So that's what I want to talk to you guys about this year. If you want me to focus in on strategies and exactly what we do, as opposed to market analysis and what's going on and specific trade ideas that we're looking at, if you want me to focus more on that and how you start learning to do this, let me know by sending an email to support@cashflowoptions, all one word, cashflowoptions with an s.com.au. Send an email there, say, Sean, I like the idea of learning actual strategies, and you showing me specific strategies as opposed to what's going on in the market and going on around the world. Show me specific strategies. If that's what you want me to do, I will, if there's enough interest. So let me know about that and we'll take it from there. So right now, the VIX has moved down again below that 20 level. Markets have had a pretty good start to the year, right? We've had a pretty good move in the markets this year. And if we look at things like Bitcoin, for example, they've had a pretty good move as well, getting up above the 200-day moving average. Very overbought though, getting up just over 21,000 at one point. But you can see right now with Bitcoin that since the bear market started last year, that we have seen the Bitcoin move above the 200-day moving average for the first time since this bear market actually occurred. So we're down around 75% right now from the all-time highs. Most of the time, a bear market with Bitcoin, you will see Bitcoin fall around 80%, right, in a big bear market, which it typically has. And these are some of the things that we're starting to look at right now. The fact that we've seen a pretty big move up in markets, particularly in the crypto this year, right? Bitcoin's up 20%, Ethereum's up 20%, Solana was up 83%, and we've seen a pretty good start to the year. But you've also got to understand that there still is a lot of fear out there. Yes, we have seen a pretty good start to the market, and yes, inflation has cooled off, right? No doubt about that. It's moved down from the 7.1% that it was at down to 6.5%. So it has cooled. It's still high though. We've got a lot of economic news coming out this week, right? Producer price index, looking at that because that can impact where CPI goes. Empire State Manufacturing Index. We've got retail sales coming out. We've got employment numbers. We've got housing permits and starts and existing home sales. Different Federal Reserve members are speaking this week. A lot of information coming into the markets this week. And while people may start to see the VIX move down, I believe I'm going to buy call options here. I'm looking for it to have a move back up to these prior highs here and the markets to move down. Because as Jesse Livermore said, the father of momentum trading, that the market moves in the direction that causes the most pain to most people most of the time, right? So we've got to make sure we don't fall into that trap. And again, you've got to look at the actual charts. What are they telling you? And it's right up against this downward channel, right? So we're still not seeing a break above that downward channel yet. Okay, so we've still got to be on the sidelines. OBV, on balance volume, shows selling pressure exceeding buying pressure. So that hasn't really shown any signs yet. We need to be mindful of that. And, just going back to Bitcoin, while it has broken above that 200, which is pretty significant, right? Getting up around 21,000 from just over 16,000 in just a couple of weeks. pretty impressive. We know that a bear market typically in Bitcoin is around 80%. We're down 75% right now. The bear markets tend to last around 50 to 60 weeks. Right now, we're at 60 weeks before we see a new boom cycle. Typically, a boom starts 12 to 16 months before a halving. Now, the next halving for Bitcoin is the 22nd of March, 2024, sorry. So we're around 15 months from there now. So there's quite a few things that are coming together that could see us have a big move up in Bitcoin. But saying that, we're very overbought. Look at that RSI right now. We're very overbought right now. We could have a pullback, another flush out move to the downside, right? Dragging everyone in, believing it's going to have a big move up, flushing it down to the downside before then moving up. Right, that's probably what will happen. Same with the markets, right? I think we'll see another move down. Cost of living is still very high. We've got a cost of living crisis. We've still got a lot of issues going on around the world, and we need to be mindful right now that people are hurting. Right, the average person is struggling, and we're not out of the woods yet. Just because we've had a good start and inflation has cooled off doesn't really mean that we're out of the woodwork yet. And when I look at my market internals, they tell me, I look at 12 different checkpoints. 7 of them are bullish. So it's not enough. I need to see that around 10. If I see it around 9 to 10, then I would start to get bullish. But right now, 7 of my 12 market internals that I look at are bullish, which means the other 5 are neutral to bearish. So I can't really get into believing the markets are going to be very bullish right now. I need to be mindful of that. But a couple of ideas for you guys to look at. Number one is CMI. I'm looking at CMI right now. That has a inverse head and shoulders. We can see the left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder here. Just breaking above that 252 neckline. So, the $20 from the bottom of the neckline to the bottom of the head to the top of the neckline there, $20, I'd expect that same $20 move to the upside. That would coincide with that pivot high here as well. So I'm looking for a move higher in CMI. Got a trade set up there with a call spread, very conservative, looking to make some money on that. And the other one here that I'm looking at is GE. Now, GE right now is very extended. Look at this move. That is a pretty incredible move. Now, if you have a look at this, it's actually up against some pretty good resistance here as well. This pivot high here, extended move. And if we have a look at GE, doesn't typically have parabolic moves like this, but you can see when it does become overbought, the RSI above 70, it has a pullback. When it gets above 70, RSI, it does have a pullback. Right now, it's higher, as you can see, than both of those points, up here around 83 of the RSI. So that's very extended. I'm looking for it to move down to fill this gap. Look at that gap down there at around 66. So I'm looking for this to have a pullback. It is up against that resistance level, so that's another idea that I'm looking at right now. So you could certainly have a look at that yourself, but that's certainly a bearish idea. So one bullish, CMI, and bearish. And then obviously the other one that I've already spoken about is the VIX. I'm looking for the VIX to move higher, right? Back up to those prior levels, those prior highs here. And again, I think this is a move that does tempt a lot of people to start going bullish, looking for the VIX to go down and the markets to go up. But I think what it's going to do is turn around and move back up to these prior highs here, and another flush out in cryptocurrencies, in Bitcoin and the market before we start to see any move up. That's my feeling. Again, this week will tell me a lot more. I'm not married to any idea. I let the market tell me what to do. It's in charge anyway, not me. And then I'll take my lead from the market itself. But for me right now, that's what I'm seeing, right? So there's a couple of ideas there, a couple of things for you guys to look at, and we will look and see what happens this week. But again, let me know if you want me to now not focus on the overall market and specific ideas that I'm looking to make money with, but specific strategies and how you use them and how you learn about these incredible strategies. I mean, options is the most powerful, flexible investment vehicle on the planet, hands down. Can make money in any market environment, no doubt about that. Lock in winning trades and still stay in the trade, right? And there's a whole range of different things that you can do, because that's part of the key of being a consistent, profitable trader, is to lock money away in your bank account when the market makes it available to you. That's a big part of being a great trader, because I've always got this dilemma as a trader. We've got a good profit in a trade, The dilemma is, well, we don't want to get out of it because we could make more, but we don't want to stay in it because we could lose it all, right? So that's a big dilemma that traders have. As option traders, we don't have that dilemma, right? We can lock in profit and stay in the trade. Very simple ways of doing that with options, very powerful. So it's a fantastic way of trading. It's very flexible, powerful, and can be used in any type of market environment. Bull market, bear market, sideways market, high volatility, low volatility. It doesn't matter. Recession, booming economy, doesn't matter, right? We can make money in any one of those environments with options once you truly understand the flexibility and power that they do offer. They've been around since 1973, 50 years. So they're not a new thing, but very few people fully understand how they work. Oh, options are risky. Rubbish. You don't understand how to use them correctly if you're using that statement. So let me know if you want me to explain how some of these different strategies work over this year, or just simply continue doing what we're doing. All right, my friends, thank you so much. Again, send your feedback to support@cashflowoptions.com.au, and I will talk to you again next week. All the best, and bye for now.